Welcome back to week 5, episode 5 of Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson, author of Defeating the Unbeatable. In this week, we are going to just continue building off of some of our previous work on goal setting and looking to the future. And so, a little celebration here. If you're currently still working on some of your New Year's resolutions and goals you set for yourself, you're a rock star. Because according to some recent polls done, on average, it takes just 32 days for a person to break their resolution. So kudos to those of you that are continuing to push towards your goals and keeping going through it and haven't given up. Awesome job. And that leads us into today's conversation on motivation versus commitment. So to get us a little background information, motivation is a very confusing and often mistaken concept. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how motivation is something that affects your willingness to do something. So it changes your feelings towards something. So for instance, you hear a great motivational speaker talk about a variety of different topics, and you're immediately motivated to get out there and pursue whatever they talked about. However, as most, if not all of us have experienced at one point in our lives or another, when we have this happen, that excitement can quickly fade away once we hit a roadblock. That roadblock might be huge, it might be very tiny, but it affects us and causes us to quit wanting to go after whatever we were motivated to do not that long ago. Whereas on the flip side, commitment is continuing to buy into something even when you face challenges. This can be related back to episode 3 and when we talked about dreaming bigger than our mistakes. Mistakes are roadblocks, but if we're committed to do it, we are going to push through it. And those difficult situations, we are focused then on the benefits of what's going to happen as a result versus thinking, oh, I can't do this and giving up. An example might be that at one point you're motivated to save money and you've heard success stories from financial gurus. And after a little while, you realize it's taking away from the fun of going out and partying or hanging out with your friends, whatever it may look like. And if you're committed, you'll see the benefits of holding off at this point and not using your money. If you were just running on motivation, you're going to be right back out there spending money and just creating more debt for yourself instead of comfort. So some things to kind of big takeaways from this. The idea of quitting something is a choice that you individually must make when working on something. No one else can make that choice. You are the one that in the end is going to make that choice. And the ability and willingness to quit is the determining factor in whether you are motivated or committed. So once again, motivation is what gets you started on something, but commitment is what keeps you going. Thank you and have a great day.